With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's Boston. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Pass to Dumars. Outside White. Left side Durant. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Utah Jazz. The shot by Oladipo, no good. Doncic with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. Good.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Granger. For three, George. Here's Oladipo. The three. Utah with another miss. And we're about a minute into the first. Outside Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious. Takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game here. And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, but that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, B.A., about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently. Anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft.
Here we go, one-on-one. On the wing, Durant. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Boston, no good that time either. And it's Oladipo off the drive. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
There it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Oladipo up top. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Well, what do you do with more responsibility on your plate? If you're Victor Oladipo, you ascend into one of the game's top talents. This guy, his hard work and mentality paying off.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. So it's Boston now. After the basket by Utah. For three, Durant. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Pass to Granger. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I could go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. For the Jazz. A minute 58 left in the first quarter. Back to Duren. Duren, the screen. Here's Hendricks. Nails it from three.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Celtics lead by 4. Here's Durant. The rebound by the Jazz.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
.125 left in the first quarter. Pass to Hendricks. Now Duren. 5 to shoot. And here's Thomas from the arc. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
We have watched Cam Thomas become more and more aggressive from three-point territory.
And here's Turner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Here's Duren. Pass to Springer. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Durant. Oh, wow!
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
Here's Hendricks. They set the pick. Pass to Duren. Here's Sensabaugh. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
From deep, here's Doncic. Hits a three-pointer.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
Now here's Thomas. Shot from the wing. And it's Utah scoring again.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Utah.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
Beasley outside. Back to Pritchard. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. The 3 ball. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Celtics trail by 4. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. Yes, slashing toward the hoop, Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
George with it, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Up top, Whitmore. And he throws it down with one hand.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Pass to Şengün. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Well, he showed right there, this guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Pass to George. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Oladipo outside. Sinks it from distance. Oladipo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
To the middle. Ball stolen. Şengün with it. Guarded now by Whitmore. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Here's Doncic. Oh, Doncic through the defenders. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
A nice shot by Smith.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Kicks it to Doncic. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And the Celtics making a change here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the take, Springer played it in with a nice touch off the window. Springer's got 5 points. The kick to Durant. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
The confidence of Kevin Durant. He gets it and takes the shot. Very simple. Catch and shoot, baby.
Got a piece of it. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. White can't hit. Utah leading by 5. Here's Hendricks. Three-pointer off the mark. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Turner. Over Thomas. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. For 3, Durant.
He's lost some of the momentum he had earlier. The defense is really clamping down on him now.
Pass to Duran. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. And another miss by Utah. White looking it over. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Utah ahead, up 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The definition of a stretch five, Doris. Miles Turner. He's led the league in blocks, and he can hit a three.
It's such a valuable asset for this basketball team. When Turner is on the floor, you've got to be aware of where he is in range, and then Miles is going to protect the rim with the absolute best of them.
Pass to Turner. From deep, here's Doncic. Utah grabs the miss. Oladipo, right side. And here's Şengün from behind the arc. Here's Granger. 6 to shoot. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Left side, Durant. Durant, so effective inside.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Şengün. Picked by Smith. Here's the three. Şengün, that's good. Şengün's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're calmly knocking it down. Şengün looks zen-like at times.
Durant with it. Back to Doncic. Outside Durant. From deep, the shot is good. Doncic making the play. Durant's got 18 points in the game.
How competitive is Kevin Durant? If you make a three, I'll make one right in your eye.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, BA. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. Let me tell you this, their fan base is loud. L-O-U-D.
For three, Durant. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Pass to Granger. Uncovered. Back to George. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's Şengün. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Durant looking around. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Here's George. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Give him 8 points now.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Dumars. From outside, off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Back to Duren. Pass to Thomas. Down low. And the dunk by Duren.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside Durant. There's a screen by Turner. Inside. And then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, in pick-and-roll situations, Kevin Durant has every pass. The lob, the pocket pass, so pretty.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. They get it back. Now here's Thomas. He's guarded by White. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thomas for 3. Boston pulls it in. Now the Celtics on the move. Durant, no good. Jazz leading by 4. 43 seconds left in the third. Sends the ball, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Shot is up. Oh, KD flying in to cap off the break.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
They get the rebound. Pass to Sensabaugh. The 3. That one is off.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Here's Hendricks. Here's Thomas for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game.
The Celtics, 43.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. From deep, Johnson.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
They push it up 4 on 3. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Poke loose. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And here's the fast break. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Just getting a little room to operate in transition, and Cam Johnson makes it look easy.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance. Well, this is where Victor Oladipo has developed himself into an all-around threat. Doesn't matter where he is on the floor, he's dangerous. Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
The rebound by Turner. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Doncic. Back to Whitmore. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. The 3, Smith. Boston with a rebound. Deflects the pass. They've got numbers. White for 3. It's rebounded by George. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
I'll tell you, you've got to guard Victor Oladipo at all times. This guy has a ton of confidence in that deep range.
The Celtics making a switch here. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
He was all alone on that one.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Now here's Doncic. Up top, Durant. Sengun with a steal. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Pulls up for three. They get it back. Pass to Granger. No good with the triple. Boston trailing. Here's Doncic from about 16. Durant, no good. Now here's Şengün. Back to George. Three, Smith buries it from three. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
White on the wing. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Pass to Oladipo. From the arc. Here's Granger. Oladipo outside. Down low. Here's Smith. Back to Oladipo. And the 18-footer right on the mark. Oladipo's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Oh, KD against contact inside.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Smith outside. Here's Şengün. And it's off from three-point range. Up top, Durant. To tie it up. Granger grabs the miss.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Fires the three. That shot off.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.